Yo, what's up, my boy, man? How are you doing, man?
Yusuf, man.
My boy Hamza, man. I had to take 24 hours nearly of me kind of relaxing and trying to take on what happened yesterday. But, bro, the news that I read earlier today, it just, I don't know what to say, man. I'm very speechless because I'm all for us signing Kusanov and Mamouche and etc., which is great. I'm not gonna deny they're not great signings, they're fantastic signings. But the issue with me is we haven't addressed the root of the issue from the beginning since Roger got injured, which is the DM, right? So when Roger got injured, from that time until the transfer window opened, it's about, I'd say, 2 to 3 months of kind of preps, right? You could look and you can identify transfer targets that we can get for January, right? The issue with me is that the club, I knew that the club are not going to look for anybody. They are trying to sign, but they don't want to spend that money, right? Now, what they're trying to do is they're trying to look around the squad. Hopefully that a John Stones is fit. Hopefully that an Akanji is fit. Or hopefully someone else can play there, right? And then we'll see you out to the end of the season. Personally, for me, man, I didn't want to start off like this, Hamza. I wanted us to start off the show very well.
How true is this news?
Well, it looks like it comes from a well-trusted source, isn't it? So if basically what that means for me is that Douglas Luiz has come out and said, or Juventus has said that he's going to stay to the end of the season because nobody's willing to pay. They're trying to loan him, right? And then the other targets that we're trying to get, they're no longer, the clubs are not letting them leave in this window. So what can we do in it? Like, honestly, it's unambitious, nothing like that. We've not spent good money for about 2-3 years now.
Bro, Pep Guardiola, man.
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola better. He better be humble. What's happened to him? Arrogance is dangerous.
I know. Hamza, you know.
He understands. He was the midfielder.
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola was the midfielder, and
the thing with me, Hamza. I'm not sorry to cut you off.
We need a midfielder, bro. Bro, I'm reading the news. Let me just read exactly. Manuel Akanji and John Stones have been identified. Hey, identified by who? Unreliable. Not reliable. John Stones. John Stones was unreliable. Literally. Unreliable player.
Like, this is the funny part.
How reliable is this guy, John Stones?
Hamza. It's basically what he's giving me is we're gonna rely on John Stones. Let's just say hypothetically, he's gonna play the Chelsea and the what's the other game called? The Club Bridge game, right? As soon as the transfer, hear me out. Let me just make a point, right? What he's gonna do, he's gonna play those 2 games, and then Pep's gonna say, you know what, I trust this John Stones in midfield. As soon as the transfer window closes and we play Arsenal away in early Feb, he's gonna get injured, and then the player's gonna say, oh, what are we gonna do now?
No, he can't. No, he can't. I don't trust John Stones. I don't trust
him. I don't trust him.
I'll tell you now. And you saw me this year. I've turned on certain, like, bro. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. Well, I don't trust him. And I tell you that he's a club legend here. But I'm sorry, you don't see you on the pitch. When going gets tough, I don't see you. He's injured, and it's not his fault. He's not available. How stupid is this? Like, this is negligence. Like, Manuel Akanji and Johnson have been identified as potential holding mid. Are you joking? Unreliable player that doesn't even play.
Listen, Hamza, for me, it's very clear. What I want, Hamza.
If Manuel Akanji was identified as a midfielder, why didn't we try him before? Yusuf.
Yeah, exactly.
All this is what I don't believe until I see it, Yusuf.
Hamza,
I don't believe. They will sign a midfielder. They have to sign a midfielder, Yusuf.
No, I agree with you.
This is leading to incompetency. They have Yusuf. They don't have any option, bro. We don't have any options.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have options.
This is
nothing to experiment. We've experimented on everything, man.
Exactly. And this is the thing, Hamza. I want to just make a point about this, right? The thing for me is, right, it's got to a point where we've experimented so much and I've taken the L's that we've had. Cool. The thing for me is, okay, now you're not going to sign a DM, yeah? Which is fine. If you're not going to sign it, just to say hypothetically, they're not going to sign a DM. change the formation. I don't care if we play defensive football. I don't care. I want us to stop conceding goals when we have leads. Basically do basics, right? Score and just defend. I want points. I want results. I don't care how we play because right now I'm not interested how. Yeah, exactly. I'm sick and tired of this. Bro, did you see how open our defense was when as soon as we were 2-0 up, right? I thought at least I thought at least 2-1. I thought, you know what? Okay, they got a game. Okay, cool, bro.
But let's stick to this.
Yeah.
What do you believe the chances is for us to sign a midfielder? What are the chances? Percentage.
Right now? How much percentage I give it? I'll give you 40 out of 100 right now. 40 out of 100.
I think they will.
No. I think there's a chance. I think they will. They have to do it. But the thing with Hamza is, I'm not very confident like I was in the beginning of the window, because when I start seeing Kosanov, I start seeing Mamouche, I start seeing Reyes, I thought, you know what? Okay, maybe they learned. But the thing is, they've identified the players. Not the players.
But maybe midfielders we can go for.
I'll tell you. Let's have a list.
I'll come up with a list, of players that you can get.
Yeah.
So is Zubimendi attainable? Can we get Zubimendi if we need to?
100% we can get him if you want to. But it's about him.
In the list, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we get at Edison if we need to?
Yes.
So we can get him.
You can
because we can pay up the money. Yeah. It's about you have to pay up for the odds because of your mistake. You have to pay up for the odds. 100%.
Yeah. 100%.
Can you? Who's another midfielder?
Bruno Guimaraes.
Do you think Newcastle can sell him? I think it's
100%. 100% Hamza. Hamza, they can sell him. Yeah, the thing is, Hamza, remember one thing I tell you, Hamza, right? The issue isn't about the club selling him. The issue is they have every player has a price. If you meet the price and you buy the player and you
Zubimendi is on a release clause.
Yes, you can.
He's in a release clause.
Yeah.
You don't tell me bullshit. Don't sell bullshit about Zubimendi doesn't want to come. Zubimendi wants it. Yo, you pay the 50 million then if you really want a midfielder.
Yeah.
Bro, it's a release clause. You talk to the player straight.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So it's attainable. But we look at, listen, I've looked. There's even players like you can go to Palmeiras.
Yeah.
You can get Ricardo Reyes.
Yeah.
Rios. He's available.
Yeah.
He's available for 30 million.
Yeah.
You can go to Monaco. You can go to Monaco. You can go for Kamara.
Yeah.
You can get
Hamza. This is Hamza. I know this is the past, but I'm gonna say it, right? Like I watched yesterday's game and I see João Neves, man. 45 minutes or 60 minutes.
Dunked on us, bro.
Dunked on us yesterday, bro. That's Baby Rodri there.
Dunked on the midfield.
Hey, dunked on us yesterday,
like
bro.
A dog. You know, like a dog. Pull that chain like that. At 19-year-old.
Even Vitinha played good.
He dunked on us. Bro, Vitinha, 5'4" guys were running.
Yeah.
Bro, you know when I saw Jack Grealish getting walked all over.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? Players are slow, lethargic, this and that.
Yeah.
This is a weak PSG. Kusunov dunked on this PSG side.
Yeah.
You know, criminals. What we did, we must get a midfielder. We must get a midfielder. It's not and maybe it's a must. It's compulsory. Yeah?
100%.
It's a must.
It's a must.
It's a must.
If I don't see a deal,
don't go buy me defender when you need a midfielder. That's the solution number one.
Yeah. This is the thing, Hamza. Now it's giving that we prioritize the other department rather than the main department that we need. Like, how are we so incompetent? Like, generally, how are we so competent? You say, okay, we need to wait. Okay, but in the summer we were willing to pay money for players. Why can't we use the fund that we had in the summer and buy these players?
Why didn't you bring the money? You were cheapskate when you're doing what Nunes were being cheap. You remember I said to you don't shop at Aldi sometimes.
Yeah.
You know when you went to, you shopped at Aldi to get a midfielder.
Yeah.
Guess what? There's two guys. People, bro, wallahi, let me tell you, I have never ever. When do people used to see Calvin Phillips? I never used to see. Wow. Do you know what I see in midfield? You know what I look? I look, wallahi, how many kilometers are you covering? I see how much. You're the boss of midfield. You say, yo, I don't like midfielder who are pinning the ball like this. I like midfielder that say, yo, this is my area. I'm the guy. I'm the boss in this ends. This is my area. Yeah? Guess what happened? Yeah? You saw John Evans yesterday. You saw Virginia did the same thing. You see how Kovacic was being walked all over? Do you see how bad? It's not because Kovacic is older. I don't blame Kovacic. And poor him. You know what? Don't blame our players.
Yeah.
Yusuf, I told you, don't blame these players. Blame the recruitment. Blame the recruitment who have let them down. The recruitment have let these guys down. Wallahi.
Hamza,
this is what I'm looking at.
Can I say something quickly, Hamza, right? I just want to say something, right? I like I said, I take full responsibility when it comes to my criticism, right? But in this case, we have to look at one person, right? Because Chiki Begristein came out last
I don't know why, man.
Hamza, hear me out.
What do you need to be here, man?
Hamza, hear me out.
When you say that, I just remember back pain, bro.
Yeah. The thing is, Hamza, the players...
They went on holiday to Sheikh Mansour in Abu Dhabi when he needed to get midfielder. You went and chilled out Sheikh Mansour when your job wasn't done. Bro, people are mad.
Yeah.
Carlos Baleba, all of that. Yo, Carlos Baleba is available.
Yeah, go for him.
Available.
Go for him. We should go for him. He's a great player. You know what are Brighton playing for? They have nothing to play for.
There you are.
Know? Put money in Brighton's pocket. Tell them, here you go, 80 million.
There you are. Shush. Hush, mommy. There you are. I think they'll get a midfielder. It will be incompetent. The fact that the most important part was a midfielder.
Yeah.
Don't bring me Jones. Wallahi, I don't know why. I love John Stones. But now I'm getting triggered when I hear John Stones. Why? Because people, I just see he's not reliable.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. He's very unreliable. He's very unreliable. Like, he's a good guy. Listen, good guy, but honestly, he's very unreliable, bro.
Not reliable, bro.
Yeah.
Not reliable. Bro, we're 25th. Manchester City are 25th in the Champions League table. Wallahi. Manchester City have only won 2 games in the Champions League. 2 games. Manchester City bottled it against Sporting Lisbon. You went to side that was 7th. This is Manchester City. What are we doing here?
Yeah. It's embarrassing, Hamza, bro. It's embarrassing because what we put ourselves through now. You know what we put ourselves through now. If
I'm a Sheikh Mansour, people will be held responsible.
Hamza, Hamza, you know what's funny? Let me tell you, right? My mentality going to that game against Club Brugge is that we're gonna win. I'll never put my even though our form has not been the best, my thoughts are we're gonna win that game, right? So I'm expecting the players at home last game. I don't care which team starts.
Club Brugge, you have to beat them. Bro, wallahi, let me tell you, I will struggle play. I will fight on the pitch, man. Bro, you have to beat them. People think, what about Inter me? And I said, what a loser you are. Wallahi, you're a loser. Loser.
Yeah.
Club Brugge. What the hell? Club who? Club who?
No. We have to beat Club Brugge. Like I'm confident we're gonna beat them, right? We have to have that. Like, this is a game. I think we're playing on Tuesday or Wednesday.
No, you don't beat them 1. You beat them 3, 4. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
People are happy, bro. PSG dunked on us so bad. It could have been 6. You see, let me give you the first goal. Who led the first? Who's responsible for the first goal?
Yeah.
Matthias Nunes. He let a guy not make him. He didn't drag him back. He let him go. He passed. Bakola passed him. He released the thing. Dembele scored 2-1. Yeah. Guess what?
Yeah.
How did they score the 2-2?
Bro, no. Oh my God! Don't remind me, Hamza. The 2-2.
How did they score the 2-2?
They took a shot top corner and then bounced and then nobody was there. He took a shot and then it went in. Oh my God, bro!
I'm depressed. Matthias, welcome, man. Big up, MA, man.
Big up, Hamza. How are we?
Big up, big up.
I'm
How you
doing
doing, my
very
dude?
well, man. Welcome, man. Welcome to the show. We're saying that how last
Sorry, bro.
night was painful,
Yeah,
man. Auto jobs.
I know, bro. I know. Sorry, I've just seen the link, man. I was in work. I did a few extra hours today, so
Yeah,
um, yeah. Let's talk about the game, man. I mean,
yeah,
it's not surprising, is it? I feel like we keep seeing the same problem, and nothing has been addressed. Neither in the transfer window. I don't think we're prioritizing what we need, and I said it to my mates yesterday. We can buy 100 defenders, but we were still seeing the same problems because the problem is not the defense. You can have, yeah, you can have the best centre half playing across our back four. If you have midfield with
Filled, man.
Bernardo Silva, Kovacic, or even Gundogan, we will still concede the same goals because let's face it, yeah, PSG backline is just as worse as ours. But what was the difference yesterday? Is the whole midfield, like players like Vitinha, João Neves, what was the Portuguese guy?
Yeah.
Or the Spanish fella who played in the Euros,
Yeah.
Fabian Ruiz.
Yeah.
So look at their work rate, yeah? They
It
were
worked
winning
out, man.
all 50-50s or second balls. They were putting tackles in. They were putting pressure. Their backline didn't have to do much because when you have a midfield, yeah, with horses in there, players that would run themselves to the ground, your defenders they don't need to do much defending. But in our cases, yeah, we've got a good front line, we've got a good back line. It doesn't matter whether it's Nunes, whether Ruben Diaz is a good back line. But if your double pivot is Bernardo Silva and Kovacic, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
It doesn't.
Because our tactic is keep De Bruyne as closest to Haaland as we can. Because the moment we go long, Haaland will get the ball and wait for De Bruyne to make the run, or waiting for De Bruyne to pass him. Because Kevin De Bruyne is so farther up the pitch, then we've got Bernardo Silva. He can't run, he can't pass forward, he can't win any 50-50, he can't do anything. He's just there in the midfield just for the sake of it. I've watched him close last night, yeah? What he does, yeah, he's been doing throughout the whole season. He hides in between the defenders. He made himself look busy just for the sake of it. Like, look at Bernardo Silva when he's got the ball. It's always between the two centre halves that we got. What he does, he gets the ball off the goalkeeper, he gives it to the centre half, or he gives it to the full back. He never drives the ball forward. He never does it. But for some reason, yeah, Pep Guardiola, our manager, he thinks that Bernardo Silva has to play in the midfield week in, week out. I've seen Nunes making some more runs with the ball, more run forward with the ball, playing as a fullback than Bernardo Silva playing the number 10. That just tells you the whole history and just tells you where we are. And it's not good enough, mate. It's not good enough. The reason, see, when we put all these signs, I'm not getting excited about signing defenders or attacking players because the problem is not at the back. The problem is not in the attack. It's the midfield. See, people say, "Oh, we miss Rodri, we miss Rodri." Yes, we miss Rodri because Rodri covers so many grounds. Yeah, in between games, he literally has to do a job of two players because the midfield he had in front of him, whether it was Foden or Alvarez, whether it was Bernardo Silva, Foden, they can't do anything. Phil Foden again, yeah. Let me just finish and now shut up, yeah. Phil Foden. I've been saying about Phil Foden, yeah. Phil Foden is an input player, yeah. He's not a guy who can dictate the game.
Yeah.
Phil Foden is someone who needs to be on the box for someone to put a decent cross and he score. Yeah. if he doesn't score, his performance is absolutely pathetic. It's awful. Yeah? What was he doing the 90 minutes, the whole 90 minutes last night? What is he doing? I've seen this type of performance of Phil Foden, yeah? And everyone just gets blindfolded by the goal he scored. Remember Bernabeu last season? Everyone said, oh, Phil Foden had a brilliant game. I was like, no, he didn't. He scored a brilliant goal, but he didn't have a brilliant game. It's two different things, yeah? Sorry, what are you saying?
No, I said, can we make it clear that Phil Foden will never be KDB? Never, ever.
He's never the KDB or the David Silva.
He will never ever. Yeah? And I just wanted to. He will never ever, because those names are very. You have to wear those boots. It's mad. You have to have game. Completely.
And the problem with our fan base, is when you criticize Foden, is you've got an agenda, bro. He's without, like, even last game, without Kevin De Bruyne put a decent cross for him to score, he doesn't do anything in the game. He just, how many times he lost the ball last night? Just giving the ball away. He can't control the ball. It's just like playing with 10 players on the pitch. And see, the problem with our fan base, yeah, they're so easy to scapegoat players like Walker, Kovacic, Nunes, just to protect players like Vardio, Foden, Bernardo Silva. This is not acceptable. Say what you see on the football pitch. Forget about the feelings that you've got for 10 players. I know everyone in the fan base, you've got a favorite player. I do myself. However, when you see something that the player is not doing, yeah, you have to say it. Just say it. Why are you protecting these players? I've seen people online having a go. Kevin De Bruyne. I was like, you mad?
Yeah, you mad? That's what I'm thinking. You can't blame Kevin De Bruyne. This is.
And Pep Guardiola took him off.
You're winning two. You should be defending. You should be able to defend 2-0 lead.
Hamza, can I get some stuff off my chest? Hamza, please tell me this, yeah. And in advance, I will try not to swear, but Hamza, these lot are incompetent. Hamza, how long have me and you said, yeah, that we need a defensive midfielder? And guess what we get told every single time by absolute, I'm sorry, yeah, but I'll call them absolute fools in our fan base. Oh, how could you expect the club, yeah, to know that Rodri is going to get injured? I'm sorry, but if you cannot see the writing was on the wall, then you genuinely need to go to Specsavers or Vision Express to get your eyes checked out. The man played several games, and the worst thing on top of it all, Hamza, the guy, yeah, was begging for goddamn help, yeah. And these incompetent idiots in the board, they are incompetent idiots, Hamza. I don't care what anyone tells me or what, yeah. They are incompetent idiots.
Why do you say
cool.
Why?
Hamza, okay, cool. They did great additions and all with Omar Mamouche, all of these lot, others. That's great additions. But Hamza, yeah, the position that we need the most is a defensive midfielder, and these incompetent idiots, yeah, are telling me they want to put John Stones, who spends more time in a goddamn NHS hospital bed, Hamza, yeah, a guy who's not fit, yeah, Hamza, a guy that cannot remain fit to save his life, even if it depends on him, yeah, and they're telling me that to accept it, that they're gonna put John Stones in that role, or Akanji. Stop this, Hamza, like what I've said many times. I said it for Joshko. Stop with this effing experiment, yeah, of putting him as a left back when the guy is a goddamn centre back. Hamza, we need to stop with this bullshit experiment. And that's what I said. Okay, cool. If it's Pep idea that to just do that, what does Cheeky not have the balls to say, listen, yeah, I'm bringing that defensive midfielder, whether you like it or not, Hamza. What are the other members in the club doing? Whether that be Cheeky or Ferran Soriano. I'm sorry, but I could give two effing, yeah, yeah, toss about if them being friends for how long, Hamza. We know that we need a defensive midfielder, and these fucking idiots are telling me they want to put John Stones, who can't remain fit to save his life, and a Kanji who's a centre back in that role. Please make that make sense, Hamza. It's utterly unacceptable and absolute incompetency, Hamza. That's the thing that annoys me the most. And I said, let me be patient. Yeah. But these lot, you're telling me these lot can't even get Douglas Luiz on loan until the summer.
Hey, be on toast, man. Have some shade,
Hamza,
man.
Hamza, these lot are incompetent. And I'm serious about it. They are incompetent. You know you need a defensive midfielder. And these fucking fools, they want.
It's a fact. It's a fact. And I agree with all of you. You know, there's nothing. And that's what I believe. There's no way they're going to. Hey, for them even to consider experimenting John Stones, it's just laughable. It's just laughable.
No, Hamza, it's not Hamza, it's not even laughable. It's pure stupidity, Hamza. And that's what I said. If it's no, Hamza, if it's Pep's idea, this man needs to put his stubbornness a fucking side. Put your pride aside, Hamza. If it's Pep,
Absolutely, I agree.
Hamza,
I agree.
Hamza,
But listen,
Hamza, I'm sorry for swearing, but if it's Pep, he needs to put his fucking pride aside. Yes.
Adam.
And if it's cheeky, and the club's idea, these lot need to fucking wake the fuck up. We need a defensive midfielder.
Let me just say
What
one thing.
stupidity is this?
Let me go quickly
Let me just say one thing.
Patrick.
Right, let me just say one thing. Yeah, signing one defensive midfielder, it will not solve the problem. Hamza, last show you asked me, with the defenders that we've signed and Omar Mamouche, are you happy to go into the season? And my first answer was no. Yeah. And last night, I realized that signing one defensive midfielder, it will not solve any problems. The reason why it will not solve anything is because of Pep Guardiola. Yeah. If the club signs one midfielder, Pep Guardiola will not play that midfield alongside Kovacic. It will be one or the other. What he's going to do, yeah, he'll play that midfield he's signed in one game. He'll play Bernardo Silva next to that midfield. He will not play a double pivot between Kovacic and the new midfielder. It won't happen because I've watched the interview when Bernardo Silva, the last Bernardo Silva interview, yeah, and it was when we went to Arsenal a couple of seasons ago. Bernardo Silva said, Pep called me into his office and he said, and he told me, Benny, yeah, the older guys are in much better form than you, but I cannot leave you out of this game. I'll find you a position for you to play. So, doesn't matter who is in form, Pep will always find a way to bring Bernardo Silva into the side. It doesn't matter. So, if we sign a midfielder, we all crying for the defensive midfielder to play alongside Kovacic, right? But that will never happen. He will play because Phil Foden, for some reason, has to play every game now because, oh my God, it's the star boy. Even if he doesn't perform, he has to play. Then Bernardo Silva, he just has to play. He's Pep's son. And it's either going to be sacrificed, Kovacic or KDB. It's one of them two. And signing one player, it doesn't solve anything. For me, it has to be two. If we sign two midfielders, Pep will have to be forced to play them. But one, it will not solve any problem, I'm afraid. I'm just saying, from what I've seen up this, because these same problems have been going for 2 seasons. Last season, we had the same problems. However, we had Roger Fitz, who was covering everyone's ground, every single one of them. He literally was the manager of that team. He was pointing out everyone where to be. You go there, you go there. Just the same as Kevin De Bruyne last night. Kevin De Bruyne was instructing Nunes, make that run, I'll find you. Make the run. Just make the run. He was telling Foden, no, you stay there. Go there. there is no one in that pitch that there's no leadership. There's no
And you know
bro.
what is
What
Matthias?
what's that
You
man?
know what's
What's that?
crazy? I said that, Matthias, I said the exact same thing to Hamza. Yeah, I said I don't understand the substitution from Pep. You took Ruben Diaz and you took KDB, arguably two of your best important players. Make this make sense.
He
Like
doesn't.
genuinely speaking, the moment he did that, genuinely speaking, I was contemplating breaking my TV.
See,
No,
see how do you see how physical PSG was last night? And your substitution, what you was bring on Rico Lewis, yeah, Rico Lewis, Bernardo Silva, Folding. Bro, I'm like, what are you doing? What, bro,
eh,
sorry, but
let me hear
him,
from Patrick as well. Patrick,
What's up?
let's see what have you got to say about this? Like,
Man, let me start from the beginning. This season we could have not dropped points, and do you know what's annoying?
mm,
It's the fact that we could have not dropped points in some of those games when we were leading maybe 3-0 or something. The thing
fact.
is, even the final one, the substitutions he made, yes, he will say, oh, but people say that they wanted kids, but that's not the setup you can put. He does that purposely sometimes. He wants to show people, oh, this can't work. Gundogan's legs are gone. We've known this. The legs are gone. You can't play him as a DM. You've watched him against Newcastle. He struggled. He struggled in every game. What I'm asking, I don't know if the panel agree with me, is what does Jacob Wright and Nico Riley have to do to come in there? Because what has impressed me with these youngsters is when they come in, right? They seem to sweep up. Like Jacob or Nico Riley came on the last game. I think we were winning. He came
Mm.
on next to Gundogan. Gundogan was losing his man. Nico Riley was running, and I think 4 times I counted on the screen. He went and recovered the ball. That's what we've been missing. Nico Riley was running around, recovering the ball, blocking, and guess what? The other team, I think it was Ipswich or one of the other teams, did not even make it to the goal because Nico Riley was stopping them. Same thing as Jacob Wright when he came against Spurs. Yes, we lost the game, but when he came on, the counters stopped. He stopped the counters. He was running around. Jacob is 19, about to turn 20. Nico is 19, about to turn 20. Yesterday, we saw Joe Neves bossing it. Nico Riley and Jacob have the same physicality. If you want experience, why don't you put Jacob or Nico next to Kovacic? Let the
what?
kids do it. And you know what? When we are trying to keep a scoreline and you want to avoid counters, don't come and bring Gundogan in. He's going to get run over. Put youth, put legs, even
Yeah,
put Nunes. Tell
even
Nunes, let's
even
go
with the
ahead.
Gundo guy, I don't mind, but as long as if let's play a bit, let's look back against Kovacic. Gundogan was playing well next to Kovacic, but
Yeah,
if it's just one of the two, one of them they can't play just by themselves. Or
yeah, but
Bernardo
why, why
Silva.
why why doesn't he put youth next to
No,
them?
but no,
Like,
Patrick, put Gundo aside. How are you not talking about this absolute criminal? Yeah, he has been utterly shit this
yeah,
season.
but
Yeah,
whose fault is it? Whose fault
no,
is
no,
it?
no, 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 no. Okay, yes, and I agree with that.
He
That's
keeps
what I
playing
said.
him.
Pep, no, I'm not denying that. And I said Pep's stubbornness is partly the reason why we are in this situation.
Yeah,
You've got Bernardo, Pep, Patrick, you've
yeah.
got Bernardo Silva, who's been utterly dog shit this season. And
I've been
somehow
telling
this, Patrick, and
Okay,
it's
somehow
not just
this man, yeah,
Bernardo
this
Silva
guy,
yeah.
has been
Bernardo Silva, will
So,
start
so let
next
me
week. And
so
Patrick,
Adam, let me finish
Patrick,
this. Let me
don't be
finish this.
surprised, yeah, if he starts against Chelsea, this guy.
I know. So let me finish this, even with the panel. So do you know
Oh
what's
no,
making me
he
laugh?
will start against Chelsea. He will.
I know he will. He
He
will. So
will
do you know
start
what's
it.
making?
It's
So do
just
you know what's
it's
making?
pathetic.
I know. So do you know what's making me laugh? So okay. Number one, you don't
Mm.
want to play a box to box in Nico O'Reilly, who is
Mm.
19, but you want
Or
to play
even
a box to
Nunes.
box. Yeah. So yeah. Also Nunes, but you want to play a box to box in Gundogan, who's 34. Okay, I understand. You don't rate Nunes, you don't rate Nico O'Reilly, and you don't rate Jacob Wright as a DM. Yet you've gone in the media and said Jacob Wright and Nico are ready to play first team football. And when you go on the Man City website, oh, Jacob Wright is destined for great things. He's destined to become an England captain. He's destined to do this. That's what they wrote on their website. So,
Mm.
okay, let's leave that, okay? So you don't want the youth Pep, we understand. The window starts. I don't care about these centre backs. I'm sorry, guys. I'm excited, but I don't care about the centre backs. the first thing we had to buy
I
is a
said it
right.
before.
Yeah,
I
that's what
said
I'm
it
saying. The
before.
first thing we have to buy is a right back and a midfielder. Even go get it box to box. If you don't want, okay, if you don't want to get a DM, get a normal midfielder who is maybe 60% into defending, but at least has got the legs. If you don't rate what you have, but guess what's funny? They were going to Juventus, testing waters with Douglas Luiz, and then today they come out, oh, they don't want to buy Douglas. They would rather play Akanji and Stones. I'm
No,
sorry.
but no,
If I see,
Patrick.
if I see,
Patrick,
no, I
Let's
am
see.
making.
go
If
on.
I see Akanji and Stones, I'm switching off the TV. I'm not watching. I don't care because
Oh,
those
no, but
guys.
no, but Patrick, you know what it is? It's pure arrogance. And you know, I've said it to Professor Hamza and Yusuf. How are these idiots here trying to determine how much a player is worth? It's either you pay the goddamn money or you just F off. Like, this is what I don't understand.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, but
bro.
no, Matthias, why I say the argument is utterly bullshit.
Mm,
I said Bruno is worth 100 million,
yeah,
and I swear to God, Bruno is worth
yeah,
every single penny. Look, we spent a goddamn 100 goddamn British pound on Jack Grealish. What has, like, generally speaking, no, can anyone on the panel, yeah, or anyone in the comment section answer this question? What has Jack Grealish done, yeah, that justified he's worth 100 million? You got Bruno, who no, but Hamza, tell me this: what has Jack Grealish done that made him worth 100 million? But people will tell me, yeah, oh, Bruno's not worth 100 million, or Edison's not worth 80 million.
Yeah,
It's like we behave
no,
like we have
Adam,
this. No,
people are
Patrick,
saying, hey,
Patrick, no,
20 million,
Patrick,
20
wait,
million for
Patrick,
Douglas is too much.
Patrick,
20
one
million is
moment,
too much.
Patrick. My annoyance is that this club is behaving like we have a goddamn good given right, yeah, to determine how much a player is worth. We are
yeah,
not the selling club.
right.
We are not the
But
goddamn
to be
selling
to
club.
be fair,
It's either we pay
let
the
me just
money or
answer.
we F off.
Yeah, get the money.
Let me just answer to your question about Jack Grealish. I don't think we've
I
been
agree.
using the Jack Grealish into his best to get the best out of him, because Jack Grealish was never a player that would take 2 or 3 man on. He was never that sort of player. He was the guy who likes to have the freedom in that midfield. But Pep Guardiola saw a player where, right, I want this guy because I want someone who can kick the ball, who can attract players towards him, and create space for everyone.
I
That's what Guardiola wants. If you see his wingers, yeah, he hates wingers who can take risks. That's why he took Savio off, yeah, rather than right. Okay, I'm putting Jack Grealish. I'm taking either Foden or Bernardo, and I'll put Savio on the right, Grealish on the left. But he hates that. He hates players who take the risk, especially in the final third, because he's so obsessed with this control that every time he loses the ball, he goes mental. But football is not like that. Players who takes risk, they lose the ball. But guess what? They'll always make something happen in the final third.
but
They'll
but you
always
guys
make.
are saying. Let me ask you. Yeah,
See
go.
Kevin De
Yusuf, we can't
Bruyne,
hear
yeah. Kevin De Bruyne would.
you. Yusuf, we can't hear you. Wallah.
Wait a minute. If he hates people take risks, then why is he buying Omar Mahmoud? Then he's going to be crying then. Because Omar takes risks.
Omama Mush, yeah, will do exactly the same as what Chakra is doing.
No, it's not.
Stick on the line. No,
This is a big
spread
statement.
out
So
the
you
pitch,
do you
no,
believe
stretch
this
the
statement?
pitch, yeah,
Do you believe
stretch the pitch on the
Gundogan,
wing,
Bernardo, and
and
Akanji need to leave?
they have to.
Absolutely, Hamza,
I
and I'll
can't, you
add to
know,
that. Yeah,
I
no,
can't, you know.
Hamza, can you hear me
Hamza,
now?
Hamza, Akanji can stay, but Bernardo needs to. Hamza,
Can you guys hear me
Bernardo
now?
Silva needs to leave the club.
One second,
Gundogan,
Bernardo,
Hamza,
Bernardo, you don't
one
think?
second.
no,
Can you guys hear
Hamza,
me?
and I've said my opinions to you about Gundogan. I said to you, it was a mistake signing Gundogan. Yeah, you got a guy in 30, and I said it to you as well. I said signing Kovacic, who is in his 30s, is absolute stupidity, Professor Hamza. I said that to you, Hamza.
no, no, no. For the signing of
Hamza.
Gundogan,
no,
I blame the fan
no,
base. I
no,
blame
but no,
every
Matthias,
single
Matthias,
fan
please make
kind of
this, Matthias, please make this make sense, yeah? You had Joao Neves available, but these absolute retards, yeah, decided to go get Kovacic and Gundogan, who are in their goddamn 30s.
no,
Make
no, no,
this
no.
make sense.
Hamza,
I
one second,
blame it. I blame it. The sign of
second,
Gundogan. Yeah.
one
Let me
second,
just say one
Matthias.
thing before you
Matthias,
jump on. Let
can
me
I just
just
say something quickly?
yeah, go on. Go.
No, I was just gonna say, following to your point, right? You know, when it comes to our players, look, I said it before and I said it again, bro. The manager, right? As much as we all love him and we respect what he's given us, and he's the best manager in the world, we have to also kind of criticize his certain decisions, right? Now, I understand the clubs are saying this is that, but for me, I don't believe it. Because at the end of the day, each player has a price, right? Don't come to me every November and tell me we make it such a healthy balance sheet, we're making such amount of profits, blah blah blah. I don't care about that.
Yeah, yeah,
How
yeah,
we invest,
yeah.
how we invested in the squad. I saw yesterday Paris Saint-Germain. We have most likely a better team than them. What I saw from PSG is what I saw at City a few years ago. See, PSG had determination, young players, hungry players, pace, energy, determination to win the game. You know what I mean? And we just look like, oh, you know what? We've got Club Brugge at home. We can go win that game and we go through. It could happen. But for me, it's not just Club Brugge. I'm looking at it, even if we go through, any team we play, decent team, bro, we finish. Assalamu gone,
Yeah, but
finish. It's done.
see,
No,
that's the problem here.
you
That's
know what
the
I mean?
problem
And then,
about.
sorry,
That's the problem. But I'm.
and let me just make my one more point, and then I'll let you speak. And then this is the thing now. Pep Guardiola is going to turn around and say, you know what? And the club is going to say, you know what? We're going to play Akanji in DM, and we can play John Stones in DM. For me, I'm straight up telling you guys right now, yeah. I don't care how we play. I want us to park the bus, get the goals, 1-0 every game, 2-0 every game, and park the bus. I don't want to
Yeah,
go.
but
I don't want to see us.
we don't have the players to pass the ball. We've tried our last game. If you watch the last game, we went into a very tactical approach where we were starting back, inviting pressure, then start trying to hit them in a counter. However, in order to play this sort of football, you need to have legs in the midfield. You can't just play because your midfield is going to be the one to win the ball back to you and spread it really fast into the forward.
Yeah.
When you have a midfielder that made it Bernardo Silva, when was the last time you saw Bernardo Silva make a 10-yard pass forward? Just a 10-yard pass forward.
This
Don't
is a guy.
remind me.
Listen, if
You know,
want
we
to
had a chance to have a counter attack, and he done a 360 and he passed the ball backwards. Kevin De Bruyne was in his arm. I was like, what is he doing?
Hamza, I'm gonna say,
Kevin De Bruyne
Hamza,
and
I'm
say,
gonna say something unpopular, but Bernardo Silva has been absolute shit ever since he's got that
It's not popular. It's
300,000 a
not
week.
popular. It's
I've
not
been
popular.
telling
Hey,
you.
It's not
hey,
I've
popular.
been saying,
It's very popular.
Hamza, ever since this man has received that 300,
I want to understand.
300k a week, yeah, Hamza, ever since he's received that 300k, he has been absolutely shit. Every single week, he's shown me why he's not worth that 300k a week. But somehow,
Yeah.
this guy will put an utter stinker every week and will still be in the lineup. Please make
Yeah.
this make sense.
do you know,
Yeah.
Can I
let me
break some news?
Hamza,
Let
let me
me
just
break
say,
some news.
Hamza,
How
Hamza,
incompetent they were.
What?
Let me break
Hamza.
the news. Yeah?
Okay.
How
Go ahead.
incompetent they were. Yeah. Who did they want as a replacement for Alvarez when he left?
in
guy
in
from
terms
Celtic.
of Alvarez, Hamza, let me
Yeah,
just
who?
answer
No,
this
one second.
question.
Who did they want? You guys gonna hear this news?
The guy
Who
from
did they want
Celtic,
as Alvarez replacement?
the guy from Celtic who's been sold for 10 million today.
And he's going for 10 million to Lens. Tell me, this is the guy they wanted as a replacement for Patrick.
Alvarez, yeah.
They wanted this guy.
Hamza, you now see why I said these lot are incompetent.
Yeah, but
Hamza.
They sold Alvarez
he's
because
turning-
Alvarez wants to
he's turning
leave.
30 though. He's
But
turning
that's
30
what they
though.
said. They wanted
He's
a
turning 30.
30-year-old guy from Celtic, who Celtic has just got rid of 5 months later to Lens. Who are the scouts? Who are the recruitment? Those ones you should be
Hamza,
asking.
let me
These
just
guys
say
are the
one thing.
guys that should
Let me
be
just
leading.
say one thing to
I
the
want to
panel.
ask.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole panel. Yeah, let me just say one thing to you. Yeah,
Yeah. Good.
I feel really sorry. Yeah, for the two center halves that we've signed because the next 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, yeah, it's going to be absolute hell for them. The reason is because of our fan base, yeah?
He's a guy one.
What's going to happen is the two centre halves, they will have to play. They'll have to go into the starting lineup, and they will get absolutely suffocated when we start playing the big teams. The reason why is the whole back line doesn't have any shot protection. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not. I said it. It's not the centre half fault. It's not the back line fault. It's the midfield. We can have Virgil van Dijk, Roberto Carlos, the best ever in our back line. If our midfield is that weak, we will still having the same problems. I feel sorry for the two young lads, yeah, because we're not
Matthias.
providing the right sources for them actually to develop in this side this season, yeah. Because against
Matthias.
Chelsea, it's going to be Kovacic, Bernardo, and KDB and Ford. It's going to be practically the same lineup, and that I'm sorry, with players like Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Cole Palmer, they will just run past our midfielders. You see how strong Caicedo is, bro. That guy's going to bully Bernardo Silva and Kovacic. He's going to bully them. He's going to bully them. Then we've got Rick. He's going to bring Rico Lewis for some reason. He's going to play Rico Lewis at the right back because apparently with the whole fan base Rico Lewis.
Matthias and Hamza, I swear to God, if I see Rico Lewis started against Chelsea, generally speaking, I'm gonna switch off the TV and not bother watching the game.
What a shameful that I'm
Hamza,
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 Guys.
Hamza, Hamza, like what I said, if I see Rico Lewis on the pitch against Chelsea, I'm switching off the TV and I'm not watching the TV. I'm not watching the game.
Yeah, Adam, you gotta calm down, man. But hear this stuff.
No, Adam, you can't say that.
Oh, yeah, you went to the game yesterday,
Hamza.
Let's hear from Conway. Go on, Conway.
Yeah, bro, big up, man. Listen, bro, I just took a nap
I didn't
right
hear
now.
from you yesterday and all that. I wanted to hear your opinion.
Yeah, no, boy, I was at the game, bro. I was at the game.
Huh? You were at the game?
Yeah, I was at the game. So yesterday morning, I flew to Paris and I was just sightseeing, and then I went to the game that night. I came back today.
No. Hey, that's mad. Conway was at the game, bro.
Yeah, I was at the game, but listen, big up. I just want to shout out.
Conway, tell me how you feeling. Go on.
I've been there one.
Bro, let me land in it. Let me land. Hear this stuff. I just want to say, like, bro, I'm never going back to Paris again. It's probably the worst city I've been to in Europe. Absolute, what a dead place. Apologies to anyone that's watching that's from Paris, but it's not as it's advertised by the French media or whatever. But and the French officials that kept us there for 1 hour after the game was done, those guys as well. Well, I'll forever wish the worst on them because it was raining and they kept us 1 hour for the PSG fans to leave for us to go out. And they should have never done that. There could have been a way where we could leave and they could leave at the same time. But I want to say, before I talk on the game, the away fans, you know the fans, us, we sometimes travel to games, but the away fans who constantly go to European away games, who go to away games in the Premier League, in the cup competitions, this season they've had to witness a lot of games where they thought they were going to end up winning. When we were 1-0 up against Sporting and then we ended up losing 4-1. When we were winning games 2-0 against Brentford, but then we ended up drawing 2-2. A lot of games where the away fans, they travel and they see these games. And even at the end of the game, they still applaud the players. But the players are not doing that on the football pitch for them. So this is, I just want to say big up to them. Everyone that I met, they were all brilliant last night. We sang throughout the whole game. Even when PSG equalized and made it 2-2, we still sang. And then they ended up winning the game. Listen, man. I have a huge issue with our players, man. The players play football like they are they are about to announce their retirement tomorrow. Why do all of them look tired? You go 2-0 up. Yes, Ruben Diaz is not on the pitch, but how can you go 2-0 up and then capitulate just like that, especially for the first goal? Guys are just letting Barcola run through the box like it's nothing. How does that make any sense? This is why when I was talking about the Husonov signing, and I was telling people that once he can play a game, obviously he can't play in the Champions League because he's not in the squad yet for the Champions League, but once he's signed and he can play a game, he's starting the first game that he's eligible to play for, which is Chelsea. And people are telling me, nah, but Husnov is not ready. You think Husnov is letting Barcola run into the box like that? Our defenders are just looking at him, yes, come in my box and just pass the ball to Dembele, who's free. This is not happening with some of the players that we've signed. I think Victor Hayes needs time, but I think Husnov is ready to come into this defense and help this team. Nunes is a donkey, no matter what position you play him in. An absolute donkey. I'm tired of that guy. I said it ever since he made that mistake against United, sell him. Why is he still at this club? It's a January transfer window. You can sell him now. Go get me a fullback. Get Cambiaso. Get a DM. We're still out here wasting time. We've done 3 signings. Two of those signings are youngsters. One is an actual rated footballer in Mamouche. Are you telling me that's our transfer window done now? Before the transfer window was open, we said, everyone here, we need a midfielder. And now it's currently what? The 23rd of January and we still haven't signed a midfielder? This is absolute BS. I was there watching Bernardo. Do you know how many times Bernardo gave away the ball in midfield? I'm there. I can literally see Bernardo. He's 20 feet. He's like 30 feet away from me. Bernardo, I'm looking at him. He's giving the ball away in midfield. I don't like seeing Bernardo play midfield. I've said this 100 times. If you're going to play Bernardo, play him on the right. I do not want to see the guy in midfield. I do not want to see him midfield. Pep keeps playing in midfield. Why? It doesn't make no sense.
Conway, you say play him on the right. But no, Conway, play him on the right, but the guy has been shit there as well.
Kovacic, that is probably his worst game he's had all season. Because he gave the ball away just as much as Bernardo did. Edison, people know here I love Edison, but he was absolutely shit last night as well.
Edison
the amount of times he was even giving the ball away in terms of his distribution was shocking, and that's the thing that he's meant to be good at.
Yeah, but
all of these players last night, for some reason,
Edison distribution just goes straight to the opposition player.
Well, for some reason, all of these players last night, they all decided to have a bad game. And Ruben Diaz, he pissed me off last night as well. And people are going to tell me why he got subbed off at half-time. Can you explain to me why you're getting subbed off at half-time? Telling the manager that you don't feel good. You literally just came back against Ipswich. Before Ipswich, you had a month off.
He was on a yellow card after 9 minutes.
And then you come back against Ipswich. You complete that game. We win 6-0, fair play. You had a good game. But now against PSG, you're telling the manager that you want to get subbed off at half-time. What's wrong with your body? Are you only keeping yourself physically well in shape for my jam and not the football club?
Yeah, but don't you think
How does that make any sense to me? How does that make any sense? If Ruben Diaz doesn't start against Chelsea, we should be having conversations regarding whether he should be sold this summer alongside the likes of John Stones at Ake. People can say that's harsh or whatever, but I'm tired of these players getting injured, bro. They get a month off, not even 2 weeks, a month off for them to come back and be physically fit to play games moving forward, and then they ask to get subbed off at half-time. That makes no sense.
Conway, wallahi, it's hilarious.
Bro, I'm stood there thinking, yo, where's Ruben Diaz? Why is he not coming out at half-time? Then I bring out my phone and then it's saying, yeah, Pep subbed him off because he's not feeling well. I see that after the game.
Conway, you know, wallahi, Conway, wallahi,
and I'm
honestly speaking,
Adam, my last point. I'm not gonna watch City. I'm not going to another City game again this season. That's it. I'm done. How can I travel to Paris? Bro, be there, stood there in the rain the whole game. They take my umbrella before I go in the ground. I'm never ever going to another game this season until
Conway, you know, Conway, you know what's hilarious? Conway, you know what's hilarious? We had our previous captain that's busy doing his shenanigans off the pitch, and then now you got Ruben Diaz. Oh my God, we got Ruben Diaz chasing every woman under the sun, and then you got that fool that left the club. Oh my God.
But
This
Adam,
club
just
is
last point as well. Yeah, just
Listen,
last
like
point.
this club has
See
gone
how,
to shit.
bro, Adam, see
listen.
how we're playing Club Brugge next week, yeah? We're playing Club
Yeah.
Brugge next week. We're not beating Club Brugge, guys. We're out of the Champions League. So just
Oh,
know that.
for
We're not
me,
beating Club
I
Brugge.
would,
We don't beat
rather.
Club Brugge.
Hamza, we're
Listen,
not
for
beating
me,
Club
yeah.
Brugge. I'm
We
telling you right
don't
now,
beat
bro. We're
Club
not beating
Brugge.
Club Brugge.
Bro,
No,
I
no, no.
swear
Listen,
to
for
God,
me, I don't want. I don't even want to qualify for the
don't
next
even
round
say that.
We
because
don't deserve to qualify, but we're not
yeah,
beating Club Brugge.
but I don't want to qualify for the simple reason
This is
is
fact.
because
This is why.
I don't want to get embarrassed against a decent opposition because if we keep the same squad, doesn't matter how many defenders we sign, if we don't improve our midfield, we're gonna collapse in Europe. We're gonna home and away, and that's the reason why I don't even want to qualify because I see what Conway is saying. Yeah, I've been to Paris as well when we drew 1-1. Yeah, that was under Pellegrini, and I know how tough it is. The security in there, they're shambles. They come with the big guns and their dogs. It's the same as the Camp Nou. Remember when we went there, we were treated like shit. Yeah, every single European away game, they just treat English fans as like some sort of shit. It's awful to go in there, but you know what? We go there anyway because we follow the team. However, when you see performances like that, yeah, throwing away 2-0 leads, it's just embarrassing, and it needs to be called out because, like, see, the problem is last night after the finals, I was like, please just take me out of this competition because imagine, yeah, imagine we beat Bruges, yeah, then we have to play an extra 2 games. We don't have the squad to play every 3 days anyway. Yeah, we go into the next round. Let's say we go to the knockout. Any half decent team we face is going to beat us home and away. What's the point?
Listen. Can I just say something whilst you guys are here? Did I not tell you guys, specifically Professor Hamza, I didn't get a witness to this, right? I told you guys specifically, we should not go through in the Champions League this season. You guys are saying, oh, mentality, blah, 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 mentality, this, that. I told you, this team, unlike last season, does not have the minerals to do anything. That's why you should just focus on top 4. Forget FA Cup even. Just focus on top 4. 1 game a week, win those games. That's 6. And then next season, we build again. Because right now,
No,
guys,
I got a real question for you guys. Do you guys think, yeah, cool, look, for me, we're not going through, yeah, but do you think these lot are some way or somehow able to get top 4? Because I don't think we'll even get Europa League at this rate. Like, generally speaking, at best, we'll be lucky if we get. No, I swear to God,
Yeah, but
at best, yeah,
Let me hear
they
from
have
you 1 second, guys.
no,
Matthias and
Hamza,
Let
at
me hear
this
from
rate, yeah, no, Hamza, at this rate, yeah, we'll be lucky if we get.
Adam, 1 second, man. You say we're not gonna get through. That upsets me already. Bro,
yeah, but we have to get top 4 because if we don't get top 4, yeah.
What's up, Matthias? 1 second.
Yeah.
Go, I want to hear from G7. Go on, G7.
Yeah, man, how big of hands, but no, this whole thing about let's bottle top 4, let's not go for top 4. We're gonna finish outside of the Europa League. We should just throw away the knockout games. It's not worth it. What are we doing, man? Like, what are we actually doing?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what we like? Are we just trying to feel sorry for ourselves? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, listen. I know that last night was frustrating. Like, obviously, last night was a bad one. Yeah, but at the end of the day, listen, the Champions League is about the look of the draw. There's been worse teams that have won that competition than us. Yeah, you think that Chelsea team that beat us were better than where we were right now? You know what I'm saying? So right now, listen, maybe they were on better form, but their players-wise, they didn't have better players than us. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have better players than us. You know, when Liverpool won in Istanbul, they shouldn't have been anywhere near that. So this whole thing about, let's just give up, and things are not going well, and let's just hope we're not going to finish top 4. I think, listen, there's no way.
We can't have this sort of mentality, man. We cannot. We Man City. It doesn't.
Well, exactly, bro. Like,
no, it's not. It's
we
not
can't
about
go into
mentality,
games feeling defeat. We can't go into games.
Guys.
We have to win. Don't
Guys,
do
it's not
it.
hear me out. It's not.
No, but you should be
No. I'm gonna say it. It's not about the mentality.
Hold on, Yusuf, because I was seeing what you were saying before. Yeah. Now, listen, before all I'm hearing is that, you know what? we might not finish top 4. We might finish in the Europa League. We might finish in the Conference League. We've got at the end of the day, we've still got Erling Haaland. We've still got Phil Foden. We've still got Kevin De Bruyne. There's no way that those set of players are going to finish outside of that top 4. But my thing is now is that what I can agree with what Matthias is saying.
Omar Mamouche coming through.
Yeah, but listen, right now as it stands, we could get beat home and away by a lot of teams in the Champions League as it stands. But I don't think that it's gonna what they call it, prolong for too long. Yeah, I think with the new signings, I think we're gonna have to get a midfielder or another defender, and things will change.
Yeah, let's just bring that the moderator comments where he said about he spot on. Yeah, he put on the comments about Pep in-game management, especially with these injuries. Pep is at 90% with the whole injury situation. Yeah, the reason being is like he keeps rushing back at the players. Nefanaki came back from his injury. Yeah, instead of him easing off, he just keeps playing him. I was like, he's gonna break him down after 2 games. What are you doing? Do you know what I mean? It's like they doing swap. Like 1 minute, Nathan Ako, right? Okay, who is off today? Ruben Diaz. Oh, Ruben Diaz is on A&E. Right, let's bring Nathan Aki. Oh, Pep, I'm still in pain. No, it's fine. You play. You come in, we play 60 minutes. Oh, Pep, I need to go off. All right, okay. John Stones, are you okay? It's like the whole game management is really, really poor from the manager. And we all love Pep, yeah? We all love Pep. But sometimes, even the most Pep lover, sometimes you have to sit down and say, right, what is he doing wrong? Come on, man. Right? Remember Brighton, yeah? I think it was Ake went off injury against Brighton, probably someone else. But instead of he refused to play Simpson Tuesday, but he thought, no, I'm not playing Simpson Tuesday. I'm gonna bring Kyle Walker. He changed the whole back line just for not playing the young centre back. And I'm like, he played Rico Lewis at left back. Sometimes Rico Lewis playing centre back. It was just so confusing. I'm like, what's going on? It's like everyone was all over the place. And when you keep changing, tweaking your tactics, the players start becoming a bit confusing themselves on the football pitch. It's like the whole.
You know what it is, Matthias? Pep is his biggest enemy. That's the issue. Pep is his own enemy in a sense where rather than simplifying shit, this guy will overthink. The guy will overthink it. And like Matthias, honestly speaking, when I was doing that watch along with Hamza, I said to Professor Hamza, yeah, because Hamza celebrated that second goal. I said to Hamza, don't celebrate prematurely. And then when I saw and you know the worst thing was, Matthias, when I saw the substitutions, I was genuinely
I was
questioning myself. I was saying, why will you take off KDB? Arguably your most creative, your most creative player, and you take off Ruben Diaz. Like this, that's what I just said. That's what, and then after that, I just said, "Oh, we're not winning this game."
When it was 3-2, yeah, if Kevin De Bruyne wasn't that pitch, he would make something happen. He would say, "No, hold on a minute, let's go and go," because as soon as he took off KDB, he was relying on Phil Foden to get him out of jail. However, Phil Foden can't get him out of jail without without someone to put on the plate for him, because he's not someone who's gonna run the midfield. He can't do that. He's not physical enough to do that. He's someone, yeah, who needs someone to put on the plate for him, for the tapping in the box. If you don't have players like Savio, KDB in there, Phil Foden is just non-existent. What is he gonna do?
That's a worrying thing as well, man. What you're saying, as well, because Phil Foden, listen, he should be stepping up.
Yeah, people just say, "Oh, look at he's GA, he's GA."
You see Musiala.
We need to ban in football the word GA. Just ban it. The whole GA thing, because people just stop looking at performance and focus on GA. You can drop a stinker if you have a tap in, or there will be a fan account with 1,000 followers and just say, oh, look at Foden GA, 7 GAs in 3 games. They just don't look at performances anymore. It's all about stats. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's going on in here?
Even for me, I had to change the way that I think about. I used to say that Foden was this creative player and he was this player that
he never was.
But now I've over the last season, you know, even last season, he wasn't really creating it. He was shooting. A lot of the time. So yeah, I think that honestly, this guy can't be the KDB replacement. This guy can't be
But the big fans accounts with the massive followers, they will never criticize Phil Foden or that star boy. Sometimes when you're a football fan, yeah, you have to be really honest with yourself, because it's okay to lie to the masses, yeah. But when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can't lie to yourself. You can't lie when you're seeing football team.
He's been poor.
Can I just say something quickly?
He's been poor.
Basically, Hamza, can you hear me?
Yeah, we
You
can.
have to adjust the TV or it's gonna get a ban.
Can I just say quickly, right? Listen, there's no point turning up against Ipswich scoring 6 goals, but when we need you, you're not there. Phil Foden needs to pattern up, man. I don't care about your goals against Ipswich. I care about your goals against PSG.
I don't care, man. We don't care. Wallahi, we don't care about last season. Raise your game a bit. And let me tell you something. G certified. You know the funny thing, if you want to know, the recruitment was so stupid.
Yeah, go on.
They got rid of Alvarez. Who did they want as a backup for Alvarez? You know the Celtic guy from the forward. Remember they wanted the Kyogo guy that Martin kept saying for a year. For 3-4 months. Guess where he's going at now?
No, I didn't see where he's going.
Going for £10 million to loans. Celtic don't want him. They don't rate him. This is the guy that tried to get rid of David for Julian Alvarez. For Julian Alvarez, a World Cup winner, you 8-9, you're a scumbag. Bro, they're a scumbag. Bro, who thinks like that? A 30-year-old guy.
Yeah, but Hamza, Julian Alvarez wanted to leave. So if a player wanted to leave, no. 1 minute.
No, Hamza, you know what it is? Hamza is simply arrogance and stupidity. That's what it is.
Hamza, hold on. No, hold on. Julian Alvarez wanted to leave. We set up a price tag, which everyone in the fan base was happy to like. It was 85 million, and everyone in the fan base, okay, 85 million is fine. But what the fan base should not accept is that there was no replacement, because we went into the season, with Julian Alvarez being our second most goal scorer. In the season before, we lost Mahrez, who was our second goal scorer.
For who?
Yeah. Then Alvarez, the season after, put the 19 goals a season. He scored 19 goals, but we never replaced Alvarez. We believe that Jack Grealish, Bernardo Silva, Foden, KDB, they'll put those sort of numbers. Jack Grealish never scored more than 2 goals a season. Bernardo Silva never scored more than 5 goals a season. Doku is okay, but he doesn't score more than 5 goals a season. So why on earth would you let Julian Alvarez go, which is fine because he wanted to leave, but you don't replace those sort of goals in the side, or we just rely on Haaland? Haaland's going to have enough day.
Matthias, that's what I said. When you got rid of Mahrez, you got Doku, downgrade. When you got rid of Alvarez, you got to try to get this guy, Kyogo. Yeah?
So that's why we signed Mamouche, because we need the goals.
So I say to you, you look at the recruitment. The dumb recruitment need to get sacked.
It's shocking. It's embarrassing.
All these scouts. Yeah? To me, I think 100%. Foden, to me, he's been poor this season. People are telling me that when KDB leaves, he's the KDB replacement. Hey, they said KDB replacement. Are you joking? You know KDB
we go to games.
Foden is good.
We got
Foden
the
will never
game home and away.
KDB is to take me the Bernabeu and say, Hamza, we're winning the game because of me. KDB is to be man of the match against Kroos and Modric.
Hamza.
Foden is a very quiet.
Hamza. I put it
he's
down.
Very humble, nice, but for you to be a top player, you have to be arrogant. You have to be arrogant.
Well, it's not even. This is the thing with
but Hamza, I put it down. I put it down. Yeah, there is two type of players. Yeah, especially midfielders. There is one that he doesn't need to score a goal or an assist to actually make his presence known on the pitch. He doesn't need to go. He just say you as a fan, you see with your own eyes, oh, he's there. He would just make every single one look better around him because that's
and Matis, you know that example of that player was Matis, and you know the example of that player was Fernandinho. Fernandinho didn't get that much goal, but what he offered to the team was so underrated.
However, and there is players that they need GAs to actually notice that he's on the pitch, and that's Phil Foden. If he doesn't score, you don't see him on the football pitch. You can watch the game for 120 minutes. If he's not scoring, he's not there.
That's my fear, Matthias, man. My fear is with Phil Foden is that Phil Foden, when people actually ask me, yo, what is Phil Foden's best position? I don't
know. I don't even know, bro.
Bro, I just say right wing. Bro, I just say right wing.
Yeah, bro, he can't even get past players to play right wing.
You know what I'm saying?
When was the last time he took a man on?
Bro, this is the thing. Foden don't get in tight spaces, close control. Fair enough. He's a good footballer. 100%. He's more than a good footballer. Technically, he's one of the best. But he doesn't impact the game with what he's been given. You know, a player like that really should be impacting the game like more. You know what I'm saying? He should be impacting the game more. Now, I know obviously what he did last season, fair enough. Last season, I can't forget what he did last season and even a few seasons before. But if he's going to be the main guy in this midfield and be like, Pep, I'm your guy, he needs to step up more because he's not going to be the main guy in midfield. He'll always keep being the right winger, the left winger, the false nine, who can play 10. If he doesn't actually make a position his own. That's why for England, he's not going to get... I'm telling you, Cole Palmer's going to break into that England team before him. And, bro... So, yeah, man, Phil Foden, man. I don't know, man. It's frustrating, but I believe that he can change. But yeah, man, he's not the KDB replacement. Forget this KDB, David Silva replacement, this replacement, that replacement. Yeah, man, forget that, guys. He's Phil Foden. That's what he is. He's Phil Foden.
Goals and assists had bad for Foden. No one knows his best, but we can't take. Bro, people are saying that he's KDB. That's the part that I was annoyed. KDB replacement. Yeah? And giving him... Bro, do you remember they said that Phil Foden is going to get a massive rise of his contract to 300,000 a week? Hey! I dare you give him now. Try and give him now. Bro, because... thing is, it's killed us. Our problem is we need to get players who want to play for the football club. We want Foden to deliver. I'm sorry, Foden will never be David Silva. He will never be KDB. He's Phil Foden. He's got a lot to do to work on his game. One thing, he has to be, have confidence in big games, perform. Yeah? We need midfielders. With that midfielder this season, don't give me this guy, John Stones, who's hardly not fit. I don't trust him. Bro, when I see him, I'm just thinking, bro,
Hamza, generally speaking, Hamza, let me tell you this here.
I broke guess what they say? You know how they protect the club?
Hamza, you know what annoys me, yeah? Hamza, you know what annoys me? I broke my ankles, 3 goddamn times, twice on my right leg and once on my left leg. And I swear to God, I could probably play, more games than fucking John Stones. and I've broken my ankles 3 times, Hamza, and I could probably play more games than John Stone has played for us.
Fact. Listen, let's talk about this. Like, what's the chances all of you believe we're gonna sign a midfielder? Chances. I need chances. I think
I'm saying 80%, man, Hamza, because for me, last night
you have to sign.
We'll have to sign a midfielder because after last night, what it showed us is that, listen, now, fair enough, we can beat Ipswich 6-0, we can beat Salford 8-0, we can do these things. But if we actually want to qualify for Champions League and we want to go far in the competition and not get knocked out, let's say if we get Real Madrid or Bayern Munich in the playoffs, the way that we're playing now, we're gonna lose. If we play like the way that we played last night at Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, we're gonna lose in the playoffs. So at the end of the day, listen, for me, we need to get a midfielder. Even I don't even know why he's not bringing in the academy. Yeah, Nico O'Reilly for certain games. Yeah, Nico O'Reilly, Jay Wright. Surely these guys are better options. Maybe not last night, but in some of the games. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm on upset.
Honestly, this weekend, at this rate, you know how desperate I am? Honestly, at this rate, yeah, if they give me Cambiaso and we use him there for 6 months, I'll accept it. But just give me someone who has the ability to play the G certified and Hamza. Even if it's Cambiaso, okay, you can use him there for 6 months and then the summer you could get him. Or whether getting Douglas Luiz alone and then at the end of the day, when it comes to the summer, you ship him back. But just give me someone, but not tell me that, accept it that you're gonna put a guy that's played only 19 goddamn games last year. 19 goddamn games. And you want me to accept that this guy's gonna be able to play that defensive midfield role. And you wanna do this experiment of playing as centre back in a Kanji, as a DM. Please make this make sense. What is the Hamza, generally speaking, this is the question that I want to ask people, that make excuses for the board and the club. What is the purpose of the recruitment? What is the purpose of the scouting? What is the purpose of Cheeky? If these lot are telling me, in how many countries are there in world football, and these lot are telling me they cannot find, one goddamn defensive midfielder. You telling me they can't go to Italy and find a defensive midfielder there? You telling me they can't go to Spain and find a defensive midfielder there? You telling me they can't go to look at England and find a defensive midfielder there? You telling me they can't even go to fucking Timbuktu or China to find a defensive midfielder? Hamza, what? Like, that's the question that I'm asking. What is the purpose of this scouting network that we have, Hamza? If these
Adam, this was the plan. Adam, this was the plan.
Guardiola.
They wanted to wait for Stones and Akanji. They wanted to wait for Stones and Akanji. He said it months ago.
Let him finish. Wasn't Adam? Let him reply. Go on.
No, Patrick, let me finish first. Patrick. Okay, if that is Pep's idea, why, is Cheeky and the other people in the club not have the balls to fucking say, you know what, it's the wrong decision? Why is someone not?
He's not gonna play the player. That's what he's doing to Nunes. Nunes, I think was the signing from the board. I think even Nolito, people like Nolito, Nunes, Phillips. That's why he doesn't play them. That's why he just looks the other side, because he said months ago, if Akanji, Stones, and all defenders were fit, Akanji and Stones play DM. He said it months ago. And guess what's happening? He said it in the press. Oh, Stones is back. I'm so happy. This is important to us.
Patrick, it's not acceptable. It's unacceptable, Patrick. How long have we been? No, but I don't give a shit if it's Pep Guardiola. That's what I said. Someone above needs to be calling him out and telling him no. Why is he having all the power, Patrick? I love Pep, and I said that. Pep is his own enemy. Stop with this overthinking, Patrick. Just simplify. And how simple is it to just
guys, guys, do you want me to answer your question? Adam, one second.
Patrick, just pay money. It's not my money. It's coming out of my pocket. Even if it's coming out of my pocket, I can give two craps.
1 second. Can I answer your question, Adam, quickly? Let me answer your question, right? You know the reason why Pep doesn't do that is because he literally, like some of the players, he's mentally drained and he's finished. And I know you're going to say, why is he still at the club? For me, he said it. My last man at the team I'm going to manage is Manchester City. So this guy doesn't really care like that no more, man. Like he's won everything for us, so he doesn't really care. He ain't got the motivation. He the reason why he's still at Man City, and I'm gonna say it straight. The reason why he's at Man City is because it's out of respect to Khaldoon Al Mubarak. Do you know what I mean? Because he could have left, it was cheeky. But because you saw the squad and the new manager, when he comes in, he's messed up. He said, I'd rather spend a year or two, help Khaldoon, as a respect to Khaldoon, and then kind of rebuild the team with him. And then I'm going to cut. Bro, this guy was going to leave with cheeky. You know, guys don't understand. He was about to leave with cheeky this summer. He was about to leave. And he, but he just, out of respect, he kind of, and he helped out Khaldoon because the squad is shit. That's what it is. So,
for me, Yusuf, man, I don't think it's a motivation thing from a Pep side. I think it's just the players. Everything that they've done is now, like, forget what they've done in the past. Everything that they've done in the past, fair enough. We'll remember that in the legacy. But if we're looking at it right now, a lot of the players can't give not even half of that anymore. A lot of these players, they're struggling. Bernardo Silva, he probably should be sold. Stones will soon be sold. Walker should have been sold, but he's on loan. Gundogan, yeah, he's a good rotation option, but he will soon leave probably in 2 years, 3 years. KDB, I don't know what will happen with KDB, whether he'll stay, whether he'll go. So I feel like the squad now is just aging, and we just need to bring in the players that we're bringing in now. We just need a total refresh of players. We just need a total refresh. The squad where we are right now is where we were before Pep. Yeah, that last season of Manuel Pellegrini, you had your Tourés, you had David Silva, fair enough, but then you had your older players. Zabaleta was getting on a little bit, like even Touré was getting on a bit. You know what I'm saying? I think we had was it the third oldest squad in the league at that time? So listen, for me, I just think it's just we need a refresh. We need a revamp. So that's the good thing with Hugo Vienna. You know what I'm saying? I think Hugo Vienna, what he did with Sporting.
Would you do a huge revamp by getting rid of KDB, Gando, and Bernardo? Or do you keep Bernardo for 1 more year?
Oh no! For me, Bernardo would be one of the first guys to go. KDB, I'd give KDB 1 year or a 2 year, but there would have to be 1 year with an option. Yeah, I would be like, you have to play this amount of games. Yeah, so you can't be getting injured and missing like 6 months of the season. Yeah,
I don't want these 2 players. Bruno G, too expensive. If you want to get a cheaper Bruno G, Palmeiras have got Ricardo Rios. He plays like box to box midfielder. I need players like.
Can I just ask one question to the panel?
You keep cutting.
Can you hear me? Yeah?
You're cutting out a little bit.
My connection is really bad. Can you use
Hamza,
can you hear me?
Back again.
Yo, can any of you guys hear him?
Yes, we can't hear you. You're cutting off. Go on, guys. Last 10 minutes left.
But yeah, what would you guys?
Is it better? Yeah.
One time, Matthias. Yours cutting off.
Yeah. Do you know Pep Guardiola? Yeah. Sorry, Pep. See, our never been in this situation before. This is the first time he's ever been in struggle.
Can you hear me?
No.
Yes, it's a bad connection.
Yeah. I can hear you.
Yeah, it keeps cutting out. But anyway, what would you guys do? Like the panel, like what would you guys do would you guys go?
You said very simple. Yeah, Hamza said it. It's what we've all said, generally speaking, is a simple solution. These don't need to wake the F up and get somebody in January. Whether that be a loan or whether that be utilizing Cambiaso until the summer, okay, but the matter is they need to get.
What would you do long term, bro? What would you do? Like, let's say in the summer, it's your choice. You can decide who's gonna go, who's gonna stay. If you could choose.
No, John Stones needs to go. What's his name?
No, yeah.
Yeah, not Ruben Diaz. Sorry, Bernardo Silva needs to leave because he's been actually dog shite. Yes. Look, the only 2 people that I will keep is Ake and Akanji. But John Stones can leave. Walker is already out. Yeah. Nunes I will sell as well in the summer. That's if someone is willing to pay what we want for him. Nunes will go.
Nuno's got to stay. We don't need squad players.
Zimi was cutting out.
Squad players.
It's so bad. It's kind of so bad. We can't even hear.
Hamza, my thing is regarding.
I think he was trying to see something about the squad. We're going.
My thing is when it comes to the summer, I'm gonna cut ties with a lot of legends of this club. Bernardo Silva, John Stones, Edison, who else? Ilkay Gundogan. You know, possibly if there's a good offer for Kovacic, you know what I mean?
Kovacic,
so a lot of
Kovacic as well. Nah, you can't.
No, because Hamza, you have
you need to rest Rodri then.
Hamza, Kovacic. You'd rather just get no, Hamza. You get rid of him and then bring a young player.
No. You need to get some.
Honestly speaking, I was so Kovacic and Gundo in the summer. Look, they're both in their 30s, Hamza. It doesn't make sense.
Too risky.
Hamza, it does not make sense. You would rather get rid of both of them and go for younger options. That's the logic that you need to do, Hamza. Two guys are in their 30s. What is the purpose of keeping them, Hamza? It doesn't make sense. You'd rather just get rid of them and then bring youngsters that you know you can have for multiple years.
Sorry. I think it's too risky to get rid of all of them.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get rid of who do you call it, Kovacic, and Gundogan, but Stones, man, one of those Stones are okay, but I think it should be Stones. Stones needs to go. Bernardo needs to go. Edison needs to go. Walker needs to go. Those four definitely need to go for me. Yeah, but I don't know, because right now we need to start looking for a goalkeeper as well. Look how long it took United to replace Peter Schmeichel. Yeah, look how long it takes for Liverpool to find Alisson. This should be a position that hopefully we're trying to find, very quickly, because we're gonna need a goalkeeper. Because I think Ortega would be good for maybe 1 season, 2 seasons, but I don't really know if this guy's a starter, man. I don't really know if Ortega, game in, game out, game in Premier League, 38 games, every Champions League game, is he gonna be the goalkeeper to be what Edison was for at least in that Champions League?
Listen, I think Ortega is better than Edison, but I don't think he's got the quality to be our number one. It just doesn't. And the question I wanted to ask the panel, I know we're going to close this soon, yeah? But this is the first time that Guardiola has ever been in this situation in terms of results, performances. Yeah, he's never been in a situation in his entire managerial career. Does he know how to get himself out of this situation? That's the question. Does he actually know how to turn things around? Because for us as a fan base, we know how to turn things around, which is we have to detach ourselves to some of the football players that we've got feelings towards, with players that has been incredible for our football club. Players like Kyle Walker, Stones, Ake, KDB, Bernardo Silva, Jack Grealish. We know that we have to move on from them. However, when you're a manager, it's completely different, because when you're a manager, you kind of have that trust, because as a manager, you think like, oh, I've been with these players for 7-8 years, and it's always tricky at the beginning of the season. They're always a bit down, but they pick themselves up at the end of the season. Comes April, May, they're always there for me. They start getting results. That's how Pep thinks. However, this is a different situation. Pep's never been in this situation where we won 1 game out of 13. Does he actually know how to get ourselves out of this situation? That's the question.
I think he will. I think Matthias. I think he will, just because I think that with Pep, he's got the people behind him to do it. I think Hugo Viana, I think, will be good with Khaldoon. They'll be patient with him. He's got the credit in the bank. He's got the time to do it. And I think, secondly, I don't think he's gonna keep playing the same system. And I know that he always tweaks it, but I think that he's gonna try and change something. You know, I don't know what it will be, but I think this new team that he's building right now, it's gonna be different to the other teams. You know what I'm saying? I think we've had to learn a lot from these games. You know what I'm saying? We've had to learn a lot from these games, and I think if there's anyone that's probably learned the most, it's Pep. You know what I'm saying? I think Pep's, as you said, never been in this, how many years, since 2008, never been in any situation like this. So I think for me, the only thing is that we need to get the older players, or some of the older players, out of the door, and we need to try and bring in the new players to try and see what Pep is going to try and do. Yeah, because I think that
way that we just start by doing that is just somewhat say hope that somehow we get a top 4. Because like what I said it to Professor Hamza, it's in their best interest to get top 4, because they don't get top 4. Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of money that they're gonna lose from the Champions League football. They need to get it. By the grace of God, somehow we by the skin of the teeth, somehow we get top 4. Great.
Yeah.
That means we get Champions League football. But generally speaking, that I'm looking at it, I'm like generally speaking, questioning myself whether we will even get top 4.
But the top 4 thing is more related to sponsors, isn't it? Because we've got like a thousand.
I look at the football and I don't see anywhere where it fills me with confidence to say, you know what, we're gonna get top 4. Week in, week out, I watch these lot, yeah. But there's no confidence that fills me to say, you know what, yeah, we're gonna get top 4. Sadly to say.
Answer? I think the thing is, it depends the next few days. I think the Chelsea game is key. I think you'll see that Chelsea, Man City have to go and revamp the squad. They have to get new players.
Hamza, just before we go, yeah, let me just say one thing. Do you know this rebuild that we're doing? I hope we're just not doing it's just not about the squad. However, we also need to rebuild the whole backroom staff. Yeah, because it's not acceptable that we defend like 9-year-olds in the school playground, whether it's the set piece coach, whether it's the defensive coach. They also need gone. They need to go, all of them, because it's not acceptable. Have you seen the state of our corners? When it's embarrassing when we take corners. It's absolutely embarrassing. Like, the defense is defensive shape is all over the place. Like, what do they do on the training ground?
Matthias, as much as we banter Arsenal and call them Stoke City,
yeah.
No, as much as we banter Arsenal, yeah, and I hate to say it, yeah, as much as we banter Arsenal, call them Stoke FC or Corner FC. When was the last time, yeah, where we had a good set piece? Like, genuinely speaking,
what was the?
Listen, we're just gonna end the show, guys, man. Thank you all for coming, man. It's been a good stream. G certified, Patrick, Dios, Yusuf, Conway, who's here.
Thank you, Hamza.
Listen, we'll do it again. I'll do a little stream tomorrow if you guys are available. Let me know again to prepare about the Chelsea game, man. Our head is hot, man. Guys, good bag, man.
I know.
Thank you.
Yo, Hamza,
Thank you,
you're doing a space. You're doing a space.
Yeah, I'm just going somewhere, so I'll do